The morning sun stretched over the heavenly palace, casting long, silvered shadows across jade corridors. Mier, ever curious and lively, held a delicate silk scroll in her hands. She stared at it, eyes wide, heart fluttering. The scroll was addressed to her. Her fingers traced the soft silk, the inked words seeming to glow in the morning light. Before she could savor the moment, a flutter of wings announced a visitor. A small, sprightly messenger appeared, bowing with a hurried respect. "Mistress Mier, someone is waiting outside," it said. Mier's eyes widened. She ran out, and there, standing awkwardly under the blossom-laden gate, was the same starry envoy she had met at the Fate Bureau. He looked embarrassed, his cheeks flushed, and before she could say a word, he leaned forward and pressed a quick kiss to her cheek. Then, just as quickly, he turned and dashed away, leaving her stunned, cheeks warm, and a laugh bubbling out despite herself. Days rolled into the Dragon Boat Festival. The celestial kitchens were alive with the scent of steaming rice dumplings. Mier, ever greedy for spiritual nourishment, had snuck away an entire pouch of dumplings, eager to restore her magical energy. But to her dismay, after 20 dumplings, each offered only the meager strength of a one-year essence. She kicked a loose petal, grumbling to the sky. "Heavenly Way, why are you so unfair?" Hearing that Sifeng had yet to try his dumpling, Mier hurried to the Palace of Cleansing, intent on borrowing his portion. There, Sifeng called her over, asking her to use her newfound illusion technique to warm his dumpling. Mier, eager for the coveted large essence dumpling, lied. "It tastes awful," she said, puckering her nose. Sifeng raised an eyebrow. "Awful?" he asked, curiosity flickering across his normally unreadable expression. He leaned closer, a spark of intrigue in his golden eyes. Realizing her bluff had piqued his interest, Mier quickly promised to make him a fresh flour cake in exchange. Smiling to herself, she revealed the treasure dumpling, the legendary Great King Dumpling, brimming with 500 years of magical essence. She devoured it with glee, feeling a surge of energy ripple through her body. Sifeng, who had watched her antics with silent amusement, found himself unusually pleased. Though he claimed he disliked flour cakes, he used his illusion to bloom a flamboyant tree in his courtyard as a subtle gift, a gesture he barely admitted to feeling proud about. The next day, Judo Star Palace arrived with the calculating Star Lord, intent on arranging Mier's marriage to the mischievous Moonstar envoy who had kissed her. Sifeng, with a calm hand, removed the locking spirit hairpin from Mier's head. Her hair cascaded down, revealing her true female form. Gasps rippled through the assembled stars, and even the calculating star bowed quickly, muttering, "Forgive our intrusion," before vanishing in a flash. Mier, now in red ceremonial robes gifted by the Moonstar envoy, looked radiant. Sifeng's eyes lingered on her, startled by her transformation. Nearby, Suihei scolded her for ostentatious dressing, but Mier, caught up in delight, didn't even comprehend her words and babbled on. Young attendants blushed at her beauty. Sifeng, ever cautious, suggested she wear the hairpin again, worried for her modesty. Mier, misunderstanding, thought she had hurt his pride and promised to be careful. Later, Sifeng invited her to the Fate Bureau to watch a performance, but Mier flatly refused, not wanting him to be surrounded by admiring immortals. Sifeng's heart leapt, mistaking her words as a sign of affection. He was unaware that her motives were simpler. She wanted just a little essence from him. They went to observe the mighty beast he had slain that once threatened the 6 realms. Feng assumed she would admire his prowess. She, however, thought he was showing off. Her misunderstanding made him quietly chuckle under his mask of solemnity. Meanwhile, the Moonstar envoy grew thin. Supplies from the flower realm had been cut off, leaving even the smallest poultry in short supply. Just then, an orange-red figure appeared. Old Hu from the flower realm, recently expelled by the master of Changfeng. He approached Mier, recognizing her only after she introduced herself. Old Hu wanted to take her back to account for her carelessness, but the Moonstar envoy refused, fearing mischief. As they argued near the southern sky gate, a horrifying beast, Changqi, suddenly appeared. Mier, driven by loyalty and anger for a friend, rushed to confront it. At that critical moment, Runyu arrived to shield her, his presence calm yet powerful. Feng followed closely, drawing his bow and striking Changqi. The battle raged. Changqi broke through the gate defenses, attacking Feng. Suddenly, it lunged for Mier. Feng threw himself between them, taking a heavy blow, but the timely arrival of the Heavenly Emperor saved them. Changqi, badly wounded, retreated. 900 years prior, Qiangqi's poison had ravaged the 6 realms. The celestial court had sealed it after a long struggle, yet it had somehow returned. Feng suspected that the absence of certain demon realm forces was linked to Qiangqi's resurgence. The Heavenly Emperor entrusted Feng with the Chixiao sword to subdue demons, eliminate threats, and investigate Qiangqi's revival. In the palace of Qiwu, Feng learned Mi'er was the sought-after elf of the flower realm, due to be returned to her home that day. He felt a twinge of loss. Mi'er, thoughtful and studious, asked to bring some scriptures for further study. Feng, pleased with her diligence, agreed. While selecting scrolls, Mi'er turned to thank Feng for saving her, but he suddenly coughed up blood. She gasped, rushing to check his wounds. His back was scarred from countless battles, but he was strong enough to bear it. Feng scolded her lightly for touching another's clothing, unaware of her innocence. Mi'er, recalling the rare Qing Shuang Lingji from the flower realm, offered it to him. Feng promised to grant her 300 years of essence if she could cultivate it. She succeeded effortlessly, then, on a whim, fed him a portion mouth to mouth. The act left Feng uncharacteristically flustered. Mi'er decided to accompany Feng to the demon realm to capture Qiangqi. She concealed her true form in Feng's robe sleeve. During the journey, when forced to reveal herself aboard a river vessel, she claimed she had mistakenly slept in the wrong place, masking her embarrassment. The boatman told of a woman resembling Mi'er from 20,000 years ago, lost alongside a mysterious man after drinking from the river of forgetfulness. Once on the demon realm shore, Feng used illusions to disguise them both and assigned Mi'er as his personal attendant. While strolling through the bustling streets, she tried to buy a delicate Moon Palace rabbit ear ornament, but needed essence for payment. Runyu appeared, offering the essence, but Feng, watching from afar, scowled and paid a larger sum himself. While Feng conversed with Runyu, Mi'er discovered the truth. Runyu was not merely a river official, but Feng's elder brother, the true dragon of the night. At night, she played with a little dream-devouring deer called the Yan Beast, learning from Runyu how it consumes dreams and distinguishes the blue visions from yellow thoughts. In her curiosity, she watched a yellow dream orb erupt, showing Feng kissing another female immortal, who bore an uncanny resemblance to her. She was entranced, unaware that a demon realm general, Liu Ying, struck the orb away with her whip. Mier's heart raced. Questions about Sifeng, Run Yu, and the world around her collided, leaving her both exhilarated and unsettled. The festival of the mortal and immortal, the strange encounters, and the unfolding magic had her senses alive. Every step in the demon realm was an adventure, and a test of the bonds that linked her to both brothers. The night deepened. The moon hung pale and cold over the demon realm. Sufeng's gaze was distant, yet protective. Run Yu's eyes lingered, quietly measuring Mier's every move. And Mier, caught between admiration, affection, and curiosity, felt the invisible threads of fate tighten around her heart. No one spoke further, yet each of them, Mier, Sifeng, and Run Yu, knew the night had shifted, and that the days to come would test their courage, their trust, and the delicate balance of love and duty.